So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Lille.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so that...
He leaps for it! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Somewhat off target. Collier. Saliba calmly anticipates. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Spread out to the left. Mbappe getting forward. And he's whipped it across.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Goes without saying, that was poor. Van Basten! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away! Once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
We're looking at a different game now. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rooney gets it away. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Hullet. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Ferdinand, now he's off and running. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Del Piero, and this is Hazard. They're urging him to shoot.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And Del Piero! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Hazard plays it short. Very nicely done. Lille are looking to go forward now. Rooney conjures time and space where few can. Iran are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go...
Del Piero! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's going for goal! Oh, belter! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Iran with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gullit picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Van Basten.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Lovely feet. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Azar. Gattuso. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's not getting his way this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Collier. And here's Van Basten. Oh, it's come loose. Van Basten. Gattuso. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Lille can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Gullit. That's a shade optimistic. Koller. And it's Rooney. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Gullit. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Del Piero. He's got away. Hazard. Seedorf. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Hazard goes short. Lille have the chance to go the other way. Collier. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Koller. Rooney knocks it out wide, takes aim and crosses. And that's the keeper's ball. Seedorf has created one goal already. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Just the keeper in, and the shot! That has not worked out as planned.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
And it's Van Basten. Koller.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Del Piero looking understandably energised after his goal. Rooney spots it and intercepts. Collier. And here's Van Basten. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. He's in a great position here. And he decides... Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Iran. Number 14, Del Piero.
Mbappe.
Number 6,
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
19,
Cruyff
Messi.
quietly revving
Number
up.
5, Gattuso.
Oh, he's onto this.
Coming on the field.
Seedorf
Number 22, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number
pitches it off him.
17, Johan Cruyff.
And this is Pele. Oh, look at the space here.
Number 11, Toure.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Maldini with the clearance. Mbappe. Rummenigge. And it's Van Basten. Collar. Big chance! So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Collier. Rooney. Always looking for that half a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Pele. Now it's Hullet.
Iran really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Van Basten. That looks a good cross. Pele. Seedorf. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And here's Van Basten. Seedorf with the clearance. And it's Vieira. I think they're done. They are done. Lille pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the... Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Seedorf, pass somewhat off target. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Punched away. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Valde. Hazard receives it in a wide position. And that's the keeper's ball. And now the breakaway. Stam cuts it out. And he is deftly away. Picks out big chance! Pele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. Nicely spread. Pele with the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This looks promising. He's got away. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Hullet. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is a brilliant interception.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Del Piero. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. He's found a way past. And here's Van Basten. Rummenigge has the space to scheme. Backward it goes. And this is Van Basten! Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. Hullet. And Rooney. Seedorf. And it's Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Van Basten. Seedorf. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pull it. And he's being shifted off it. Seedorf. And it's Azar. Played into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pull it. Mbappe. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
That's going in strongly.
The ball's gone astray.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pull it is the team's great visionary. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Adriano. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he finish? And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's a throw-in. Araujo. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Koundé. Stam, always a very imposing presence at the back. Pull it. Rummenigge. Now Mbappe. Oh, it's Van Basten. Mbappe is in a really good position. Impressive jump! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And it's Van Basten. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now that looks a decent ball. Adriano. Yaya Toure. Stam. Balde. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Balde. Now Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard. Oh, some astute defending there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Pelé. Pelé is flagged offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
14,
can now introduce
el
the
dorsal
first of their
23,
substitutes.
El dorsal 8, Hazard. El dorsal
Now it's
10,
Rooney.
El dorsal
Rooney
20,
will not want to lose out
Tiros.
here, not against this
Serán
opponent.
sustituidos por
Rooney.
el dorsal 11, Ibrahimovic.
Quick look,
El
then
dorsal
plays it in.
18, el dorsal
And it's
25,
hoisted clear.
El dorsal 22,
Stam gets
el
it
dorsal
clear.
15.
And that's gone loose. Mateus scooting forward. He can run onto that. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! He's cut it out.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mateus wins the duel this time. Threads one in. That's a sharp pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's found a way past. And the shot! Well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Mateus. And the ball's come loose here. Van Basten absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Pull it. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Collier. And here's Rooney. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That's a little off target. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Van Basten. Thinks about the shot. Rummenigge flashes it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Hullet. And a chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He has found the way through. And that is masterful defending.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Lille have their second corner now. And he's there to get it away. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. And here's Hullet. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Nice control. And Hullet! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
A header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. This is a promising build-up. That is good strength. Shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Collier, now it's Rooney. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes aim and crosses. Azar. And it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Hullet! Chance again. No.
Tottenham really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. And it's Seedorf. Koller. And for the first half, that is that. Reflections on the first half?
Lille really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Changement en cours.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Mbappe, out towards the flank, and it's played in. Oh, that was vital. Del Piero, oh, good read. Koller. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Koller. He's under a lot of pressure there.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Pinches it off him. Vieira powering forward here. Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pele. Tottenham are looking to break at pace.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Van Basten is the key defender on that occasion.
Tottenham are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Tottenham needed that, they really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rummenigge, lovely, and the a shot! It's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Lille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Attention, changement.
Tottenham are making a change now. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pass somewhat off target. Has a look and plays it forward. O'Reilly. Nedved. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gullit cuts it out. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strong running down that left flank. Crosses it in here. And that's the keeper's ball.
Lille really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ibrahimovic!
Tottenham surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Schneider. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Seedorf. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nesta. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's picked his way through. This might spell take chance for a shot! Off the post! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! Alvarez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Tottenham go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Collar. Oh, easy pickings there.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Rooney. Collar. Rummenigge. And this is Van Basten. Mbappe. He's found the way through. Chance! And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Lille.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
A guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. They want to be quick to recover this, and it's Rodri. Oh, such a clever touch. Snyder! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here.
He'll try from distance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's picked it up out wide. Yeah. Oh, good-looking ball. It's Roberto Carlos. Plays the return pass. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early... Goes for goal! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. And South Korea lead. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the...
Tries a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Snyder. Vieira can see things others simply cannot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up.
And a header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Del Piero. Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Mbappe. Van Basten. Lille already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the... And Del Piero! He's kept it out just.
Del Piero clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lille are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rummenigge, Van Basten, and there's big chance! Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Lahm. Messi has found the net here, of course. Rodri. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he was quick to react. Tries a deft little ball. Araujo. Van Basten. No way through there. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through.
There will be 1
Mbappe.
minute added time.
Rummenigge. Koller. Roberto Carlos. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?
Away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Vieira. Rummenigge. Defending was strong and firm. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Varane. And he goes cross-field. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Pull it. Now it's Rooney.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rodri. Del Piero. To Messi. Now it's Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rudiger. Crosses it in. Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Check claims comfortable. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Pinches it off him. Rummenigge. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Del Piero. Lahm finding himself in space. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rodri. Rooney. And it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten played out to the left flank. Van Basten. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice, ended up in no man's land. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to pass it through. Looking to play him in. Cleared away. Neatly clipped into space. Good read, needed to be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Roberto Carlos. And it's Schneider. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Distributed tidily. Messi. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Lille do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Played in by Van Basten. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball. Ferdinand cuts it out. Vieira. Now Van Basten. Rummenigge. And it's Rooney. Good ball, good take. And a chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that will be it. Lille suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Lille.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross goes in there. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. And here's Van Basten, steaming on goalwards. Lampard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely worked. Nice interception, well timed. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's got space here. Floated through. He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a pretty loose pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Lampard. Played out to the left flank.
Lille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking to play him in. That's a decent clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Hullet. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Collier. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Hullet. Hullet. Koller. Rummenigge. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hullet.
Lille truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Vieira. And it's Van Basten. And that was asking for too much. Oh, can he get onto this? Vieira. Collier. That pass has been well intercepted. Hullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pass somewhat off target. Rudiger. And it's Ferdinand. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Lille trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Lille can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's had it nicked away. That pass isn't the best. Lobbed in behind. That is good alertness. He's in a great position here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Collar gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And the shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Shot a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Takes the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Collar. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Good ball over the top. Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. Hullet. Here's Vieira. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Mbappe. Cross needs to be good. Vieira tries to clear. Now then, the ball's come loose.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely shaped ball. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. And here's Van Basten.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rudiger. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ferdinand gets it clear.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 17, Lampard. Le numéro 8, le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro
Mbappé.
13, Fletcher. Le
Rummenigge.
numéro 20, le numéro 7.
And here's
Bale.
Mbappé.
Le numéro 11.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Van Basten. He's had it taken off him. Lille now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Vieira. It's Hullet.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Hullet. And he thumps it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Collier.
Il y
Rudiger.
aura 2 minutes de
In
temps
towards the
additionnel.
back stick. Vieira with the clearance. And he can clear it away. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Rooney. Nicely weighted ball. And time is up. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately decided by... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Lille.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So straight into the action. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Araujo. Now Mbappe. Hops for safety. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Seedorf. Crossed in. Oh, good climb! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. And he's found a way. It's Ibrahimovic!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Gullit, Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Van Basten. Oh, super find. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Van Basten. Lille are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge. Pirlo gets a foot in here. Looking for a run-up. Oh, well played.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Gullit. Koller constantly looking for the ball into the box. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Rafael Varane. Cantona. And that's been intercepted. Oh, it's come loose! Rummenigge. Gullit. And now the breakaway. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cantona. Now he's got space here. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Rooney. Nesta. Driven forward. And he was quick to react. Mbappe. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Knocks it into space. That's going to go a long way. And that has left him in a heap. Cantona.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Mbappe gets into a good position. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Hazard. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. And he shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rooney, nicely aimed pass. Hullet. Mbappe. And it's Hullet. Here's Vieira. Cantona. Azar. And it's Seedorf. That's a shade optimistic. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he was alert to it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Collier. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, height could
Number
make all the
9,
difference on these set pieces.
Number 8, Ibrahimovic. Number 7, Cantona.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Hazard.
Manchester
Number
United
20,
are looking to go forward now.
Coming on the field, number 4, Suarez.
And here's
Number
Yamal.
23, Dembele. Number 22,
Up towards the hour mark
Number
and still no
19,
goals.
Yamal.
Threads
Number
one in.
18, Schneider.
That's a sharp
The
pass.
attendance for this match was
Schneider. This is a
72,306.
promising build-up. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And this is Schneider. Hullet. And the counter is on. Just eases him off the ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ribéry going after that. Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's only too happy to take that back. Picked out brilliantly. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pirlo. Schneider. That looks a good ball through. It'll be a throw-in. Schneider. Jamal! Rummenigge. And it's Rooney. Can he get it through? And this is Van Basten.
Lille really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Nesta proves too strong, too smart. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank. And he's there to clear it. And they're quick to get it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Good ball, good take. And it's been hooked away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Thinks about the shot. Oh, they could break here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. I think they're done. They are done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Lille, Bayer Leverkusen.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
And he's definitely onside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Van Basten knocks it into space. Real chance! This time, surely! Goal! Nil! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Bayer Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe, and he's been shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide. Cross goes in there. And he's taking no chances there. Pinches it off him. And here's Rooney. And here's Van Basten. Hazard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the run. And this is Roberto Baggio. Lille currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pele has it in a wide position. Hazard. And that is expertly dealt with. Romero makes the interception. Bullet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Basten going after that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. He's on it, can he get away? It's Pele! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Collar constantly looking for the ball into the box. Pele is herring after that one. Rooney. Collar. And the through ball. An uncompromising challenge. Rummenigge. Shot, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to get it away. And it's Hullet. Now it's Rooney. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Hullet looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Baresi. And it's Azar. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rooney. Just past the 40th minute mark. He's in a... And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a quick ball upfield. And now they can spring out of defence. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Vieira. That's Rudiger, and it's slung out wide.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Azar. Now it's Pele. Dink through. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-0. Magnificent! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Lille have their lead. Jordan Henderson. Oh, easy pickings there. Hullet. Rooney. Looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Goes forward. Pele is onto it in a flash. Collar. And here's Van Basten. That has been slung wide. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh no, what has happened? Can he finish? He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
And the finish!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that is a little undercooked. Tries to pass it through. Oh, such a clever touch. Baggio stood his ground strongly. Rummenigge. Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Oh, he's had a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Ferdinand. Bullet is always looking to break lines. Can he get on the end of this? Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Could move up a gear here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Attention, changement.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. But it's Owen. Looking for options for movement. Fiore. And that's been drilled in. Mbappe. Lille do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe making good progress. Great ball if he can get there. And he can thump it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Rooney. Always goal side, and the shot, and a neat finish. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Owen.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shot could be... There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Owen. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's travelling a long way. And they can counter here. And that is as far as it goes. Lille pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So things are underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He's on it, can he get away? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. He's a sharp little ball here, played up towards the front line. Messi, in with the challenge. Rummenigge. Lille, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Eto'o. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Delivery from Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Bullet. And here's Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Piqué makes the interception. Could move up a gear here. And this is Eto'o. Bullet. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. And the shot! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lille have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That's destined for the flank. And it's Messi. No, again there's no way through. Collier. That has not gone well. Threads one in. And here's the chance to counter. Lille very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Spread neatly.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Van Basten.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Iniesta!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Collier. That has been cut short. Bullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Back on the way then. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Iniesta. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Collar. And it's Van Basten. Collar! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is out of play. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Van Basten. There will be a throw-in. Xavi. This is a promising build-up. Jordi Alba. Rudiger makes a move down the right. Collar. Collar, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played. Iniesta. Ronaldinho. Nicely spread. And it's Cáceres.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. And it's Iniesta. And this is Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Xavi. Mbappe. Rummenigge. Bullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. Lille are looking to go forward now. And here's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And they can counter here. Iniesta. No, it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Eto'o. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho drives it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Iniesta. A chance for a shot! That's travelling a long way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Collier. Ronaldinho. And it's Eto'o. And that's been into... I think they're done. They are done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desired drive. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aims beyond the defence. Shevchenko! That's another chance! So, a breakthrough already. Opts for safety. Mbappe. It's Gullit. Rummenigge. And here's Van Basten. Mbappe. It's a goal kick. That was nowhere near his best. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. And it's Gullit. Mbappe. Lille are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Collar. Can he finish? Goal! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Bale. Musiala, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Inzaghi, and this is Bale. Oh, that's neat. Can he get it through? Now the delivery. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. Gullit. That's destined for the flank. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bale. Now it's Inzaghi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good Rummenigge! And he's there to clear it. Musiala.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. Shevchenko. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Van Dijk. Lille have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is just... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's tidy. And that's a good ball. Ah, that's a fine interception. Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Maldini. Tomiyasu. He's found support out wide. Rooney. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with... And that brings the first half to a close. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Lille are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mbappe. Mbappe venturing down the left. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Musiala. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now it's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. It's Bale! And a neat finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Changement.
Corner number 2 then. Now, can they get it back? Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. Beckham standing over it. And that has been knocked clear. Mbappe. Lille are looking to go forward now. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Maldini. Van Dijk. Xavi Alonso. Passing nice and neat.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Araujo. Hullet is the team's great visionary. Bit too much weight on the pass. Musiala driving on and making good progress. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. Toss to the back post. Beckham clears it away. Rummenigge, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Beckham. That's going across. Towering header! And that's a real chance missed.
Kohler fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Attention, changement.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Lille clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Kohler. And here's Van Basten.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Bale. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Throw it.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Kohler constantly looking for the ball into the box. He's found some space. And the finish! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look...
And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Jim, who do you pick out as the 10th? Takes a shot! And he's done it! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pedri. And the counter is on. Vieira. It's Pedri. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Araujo, Nedved might just make this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, that was never going to make it. And he can clear it away. Rummenigge. And here's Van Basten. Araujo with the clearance. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Crosses it in here, and the keeper beats it away. And it's Vieira. And here's He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Van Basten. And he is dashing away.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's the chance to counter. Nedved.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Van Basten. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivery from Mbappe. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Nedved. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And he was alert to it. Kohler is herring after that one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bergomi. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rummenigge. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bergomi getting this one clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Rummenigge. Kohler. Bergomi. Some resolute defending there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Diamante have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Bale.
Lille truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. They've won a corner. Lille have their third corner. And this is Rooney!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Yeah. Pele conjures time and space where few can. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Lille coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Lille can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pull it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction.
Piemonte definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Can he spark a counter here? Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Van Basten. Rummenigge. Koller. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's lofted through here. Could move up a gear here. Nedved. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Nedved driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Van Basten.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Lille really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, sweet feet. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving...
And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. And here's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rummenigge, cross in, looks like a good one. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 4 coming up here. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge aimed beyond the defence. Rummenigge with the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here, and he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Nedved. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Rummenigge. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No way through there. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a...